ratio. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to express the ratio. Then we shall all find. Remember the tips which I gave you in the first video when we are dealing with the ratios. First, I told you already. Now here we have a question here which says that express the ratio 3 weeks to 6 days in the simplest form. How are we going to simplify put this in the simplest form? So I need you to be also to be attentive on this example on ratios. So whenever we're dealing with the ratios, as I told you first, you need to express your things in the first step is to express as what? As a ratio. The ratio, you express the ratio as a fraction. So now on this example, I'm going to show you how we are going to see. So in our solution, I don't need to go much on like the previous video because I told you the tips already. Now here, what you're going to do in this equation, the first thing you need to get what? You need to know we have 3 weeks to 6 days. So now we are given what? 3 weeks to what? To 6 days. So that's we are given 3 weeks to 6 what? To 6 days. Now what are you going to do with this type of equation? How are you going to simplify in the simplest form? Because we are not to express it and to into the what? In the simplest form. So we have 3 weeks and 6 days as a ratio. Now we are told to get the what? It on its simplest form. So what are we going to do? What we are going to do now from when you reach here, the first thing you need to do that you should know that in 1 week, so this is 3 weeks. Now in 1 week we have how many days? So now you get it. This is 3 weeks, 6 days. Now we have 1 week. 1 week, how many days do we have in a week? In a week, we always have what? We have 7 days. In 1 week, we have 7 what? 7 days. So if we have 7 days in a week, so therefore, let's first express our given ratio in a fraction. Now we have, this is 3 weeks out of what? 6 what? 6 days. So since we have finished to express that, now all this we are going to multiply with the 1 week. Therefore in 1 week we have what? We have 7 days. So we shall multiply a week with its weeks with the what? With the days which are under the week. So now we shall now have 3 weeks times what? Times 7 days, because there are 7 days in a week. And all this will now turn into what? Into days. So then we divide with the what? With the given days, which are 6 what? 6 days. We are given 6 days. So now when we reach here, what are we going to do next? The next thing we shall do now, we shall just because they told us to express this in the what? The simplest form. So what are we going to do? By 3 here, you will have here 2. Here by 3, you will get it 1. So now we have, you will now have, we have now 1 times 7 out of what? 2. So 1 times 7 is, it remains as 7. Now 7 divided by 2. So we're finished to put it in the simplest form. So therefore, now you get your 3 what? Your 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 weeks to 6 days will now give us our answer to be 7 to 2. In the simplest what? Days. So this one will give us 7 weeks and 2 what? 2 days. So, and this is our final answer. This is our what? This is our final answer after simplifying to the simplest form. So you saw it was 3 weeks, 6 days. Now I've simplified to 7 weeks, 2 days. So we've finished to reduce to its simplest form. So as I told you earlier on from the first video, in case if you have not watched the first video, you are free to go and check on it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you get yourself covered on each and every corner you need. Thank you for being part of this video. I believe it has been great to you, and you have understood how you can deal with ratio.